Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Action Fakin Gaming, and today I'll be reviewing McFarlane Toys Netflix Season 1 Geralt of Rivia. Enjoy. Let's start this review with a quick unboxing and a look at the box. It's pretty much the same standard McFarlane box, with the exception of having the Witcher art from the show. Here we see Henry as Geralt of Rivia. Two pictures of him at the back of the box. Pretty much standard art for McFarlane Toys. Let's get this figure out of the packaging. Here is Geralt in all of his glory outside the box. I'm gonna first take a look at one of his accessories, the cloak, which he has from the show. In my opinion, it's too flimsy and too soft, though it is made out of a very good material. So at a later date, I might add some wires to make it poseable and make it look better. Next accessory this figure comes with is Geralt's main weapon, his sword. This sword is made out of a harder plastic, so don't worry about breaking it. But it can still be bent, just with hot water or some hot air. The sword has some good details. I like the encryption on the blade. I might put on a black wash to make it pop off even more. Now, the main thing I really want to talk about is, though this figure has a very good head sculpt, he looks nothing like Henry Cavill. But I believe it's because of how they painted the face of the figure. Well, one good side on this though is that the head can do a full 360, and the details on this figure is really good for the price point, like I said in my previous McFarlane figure review. I forgot to mention earlier, the sword can actually be stored on his back in a sheath, and it fits in pretty well, and it sits there tightly, and it's not going anywhere. Now, the details on this figure are really, really good. I love how you can see every single crease, dent, or I don't know how to call this, parts of the armor. His face, like I said, still doesn't look like Henry. I might do a repaint video to try and make him look like the actor. However, the quality of the skin, could do with a little more paint. The head, like I said before, can do a full 360, can move side to side. Looking up and down is hindered by the hair, even though it's made out of a soft, pliable plastic. And as for the arms, they can move all the way out. The armor won't hinder that because they're made out of a soft plastic and they just flex, or I don't know. Yeah, they flex out of the way or move out of the way. Arms can bend all the way up. Hands can move according to the ball joint orientation that you set it to. Pretty much the same articulation for both hands. That's really good considering this figure is meant to wield swords. Now, to the waist, you can move left and right, side to side. Ab crunch, not that much, as hindered by the armor. I wish though that they would make cuts in the armor to help him move, but yeah. As for the legs, you can kick forward, can kick back, and like other McFarlane figures, this figure, Geralt, can do a split. He has a thigh swivel all the way up there. Knees, double jointed, really good for a figure of this size. And they're really tight, so no problems in posing there. Feet can move up and down, and he has a weird toe articulation that I believe is way up high. And yeah, he also has an ankle articulation all the way there, so you do have a lot of options for articulating this figure, which is really good, especially for photography purposes or for just playing around. that pretty much sums up my figure review of McFarlane Toys Netflix Season 1 The Witcher, Geralt of Rivia. All in all, this figure has some great sculpting details on the armor and on the face. Though he doesn't look like Henry, I'm gonna try to repaint the face to make him look more like the actor. Photography wise, this figure, I love how he catches the light and poses really well for any action pose I want him to look in. And overall, I'm gonna give this figure an 8 out of 10 just because he doesn't look like Henry. This has been Action Fig and Gaming. Thanks for watching.